Hello friends, this is my YouTube channel IT Blue. You can watch it for a strongly foundation of information technology and promises you to give you conceptual knowledge in computer. Keep watching for latest videos. Time to time I will come with the latest video in computer. Thank you. Today we will learn virus under the topic cyber safety. So let's start. Virus is a program that is usually created with malicious intent. Means computer viruses are those which can harm your computer system. Either they are stealing your information or they are cracking your information. A computer virus can make copies of itself and infect other programs and files. Viruses are that which can harm your computer system by affecting your files or programs through replicating himself or destructing the program lines. This happens when the virus is executed on computer or device. Definitely, when it will comes to the computer system and execute, then your device or computer will be affected. A virus attaches itself to an item such as the boot record or an executable file and enters the computer system. Those virus programs or virus files will attach with your any program, any files and enter into the computer system. Those programs are attached with the bootable file, that is the system file or application file. When they will attach with the bootable file, they will harm your system, and when they will attach with the application file, they will attach your application software. When the file is executed, the virus also executed. Means whenever you will open that file, automatically the virus will open or virus will run. Most viruses stay active in the memory till the computer is shut down, and when you do so, the virus is removed from the computer's memory but not from the files or the disk it has infected. Means whenever you have copied that virus affected file to your computer system, they will kept over it and it will continuously placed until or unless you will not open or execute that file, right? And when once you have opened, then they will start harming the computer system, and by that way they will destructing the lines continuously without knowing you. So whenever you will see the virus, you will see the form of them by the affecting the files. You will feel that, you will see that the certain files which attach with that were not working properly, either the application or either the system. A virus tries to take control of the computer system. It has infected, it makes copies of itself and tries to carry out the harmful task that it is programmed to do. And viruses are made for the specific task, a specific program, and they will continuously doing the work, doing the task to harm your computer system of that program or that file. This process can happen so quickly that the user is not even aware that a virus is present in the computer system, and it is continuously doing. Users can't expect that the virus has affected their computer system. How they know that? When some program, some files were not working or not open. Virus can also infect new files created on the infected computer or the contents of pen drive attached to or inserted into such a computer. They attach copies of themselves to these new files on the storage media. They will affect to everything: pen drive, mobile, computer system, everything they will affect if they contains the virus. Now, types of virus. The various types of virus are described below based on the kind of files they can infected. The viruses are classified on the basis of their infected files. Means how they will infect the file, and as per the basis of that the virus were classified. The first one is program or file infector or parasitic virus. Program viruses are one of the most common viruses, as program file have simple format that can be infected easily. Program files have extensions such as .com, .exe, .sys, .dll, .ovl and .scr. These are the common files which is available in the computer system. They will affect the files. They will affect the program. They will affect the programming instruction or code. Program files are attractive target for viruses because they are widely used. The virus becomes active when the infected file is executed. Some example of program viruses are Acid Rain, Alien 298, Amoeba A, Crazy A, Umbrella 3173, Sunday and Cascade. These type of viruses are common virus because they are affecting the common files which is available in all computer system, and easily they will affect, right? They will attach to the program lines and destroying them, destructing them, jumbling them the lines of the programs. The examples are of such type of virus: Acid Rain, Alien 298, Amoeba A, Crazy A, Umbrella 3173, Sunday, Cascade, 9/11, etc. Next is macrovirus. Macrovirus is a set of commands written by the user to be executed later. For example, if you execute a set of commands, often in Excel or Word, you can create a macro to carry out those commands. Macrovirus are a set of written form of the executable files, right? It is not a single line. It is combination of lines of destructive programs, and they will affect to the file with these lines. Macros are those features of Excel or Word where you can use the set of commands or group of commands repeatedly, right? Same way, a microvirus uses the macro language for its program. These viruses infect data file. They will affect the data file, not the command file, not the executable file. They will affect the data file, means they will affect the file's information, which can be jumbled, which can be encrypted and not open. Sometimes you have seen that a certain file you have downloaded or from somewhere as you have copied them, and in that system that file will be open, And now whenever you are using in your computer system, the file were not open, and at the place of the file information you will get some symbols, then that is called macro virus. For example, Word and Excel files are susceptible to macrovirus attack, as these programs allows the users use two macros. Normally they will affect on that file, that program file. As I said that, now multipartite virus. A multipartite virus is a fast spreading computer virus and is often difficult to clean. It affects both the boot and program sector of the computer. Thus, it is also known as hybrid virus. Multipartite virus are those viruses which can affect the boot sector of the computer system as well as the program sector of the computer system. Means they will affect the system software as well as the application software, and due to the combination of these, this is dangerous, and it can be cleaned nowadays because the antivirus programs are available in the market which can clean these type of viruses. Next is polymorphic virus. A polymorphic virus changes its code when it passes to another computer system, making it difficult for an antivirus program to detect it. Good quality antivirus can detect it and remove it. But this type of virus will change the programming language of the computer system when the program will affect it. Right? They will coded it, not destruct. That is decoded, coding it. Change the lines. Stealth virus. A stealth virus uses virus techniques to avoid detection by the user and or antivirus program. Stealth virus are those viruses which are entered to the computer system until they will stealth, which not affecting your computer system unless you will not open that. That is the bomb nature. Until or unless the bomb will not blast, bomb is as usual. There is no harming of that bomb. But when you will open that, they will blast and spreading quickly to the computer system. Next is worm. A worm is a program capable to reproducing and spreading itself to another computer system, usually by means of a computer network. Worms spread through a computer network themselves. Worms are those type of malicious software, malicious program which can replicate himself and spreading quickly, and it is spreading to one device to another device, one file to the another file, one folder to another folder very quickly. Normally it will spread within the network. Sometimes you have feel that whenever you are connecting your pen drive or memory card, or you have seen that the mobile, the memory space is there, but whenever you are saving some file, copying some file which have the enough space, but whenever you have copied, what happened? They are telling you that that's showing the message not enough memory. Free up the space of the memory, then you can copy that. And whenever you are going to check the properties of that storage device, you have seen that the space is enough for that file to copy in them. This can be happen due to the worms. Without involving any human action, computer worms usually do not cause any direct damage to the program and files in the computer system they embed. They will not harm nothing. Just they can replicate himself, not destruct the program lines, not stop any executable file. Only they will replicate himself, means copy themselves. However, they consume a large amount of computer memory and or network bandwidth, thus slowing down the computer and making it almost impossible for the user to work on it. As I said that when they will replicate himself, obviously they will occupy the memory space of the computer system or the storage, and when they will occupy and covering the storage, then system will be slowed down. So this is the harm. The worm also emails copy of itself to another computers using the address book of the email program. Some example of computer worms are Blaster, Code Red, Dumjoyce, I Love You, Melissa, Morris. Normally worms are given the name on famous words or famous places. They will copy themselves, and you have also checked them. Sometimes you are deleting the file or folder, then again it will come to that place or that storage. That is the worms. Next is Trojan horse. A Trojan horse is a program that appears useful at first but is actually programmed to pass the user's data and access rights, example password, to someone else. Trojan horse is a very popular virus program, and that program will appear to the users without knowing them. As all type of virus, it also enter to the computer system, but they will affect the computer system as well as they are getting the vital information, right? And when you will connect it with the computer system, the admin of that virus will get your information. Trojan horses do not produce by infecting other files or by self-replicating. They will not affect the other files or duplicating himself like virus and worms respectively. When a Trojan horse is activated, it typically causes a change in the existing desktop icon, creates new ones. It may also delete some important system file. Its main aim, however, is to steal sensitive information stored on the infected computer. They will make the changes in the computer system. They will affect the OS, operating system, right? And it will delete some file you have saved, and after the affecting of this Trojan virus, you will see that the file has been deleted. And normally it happens. It is a popular virus. Whenever the virus has been checked by the antivirus, during that time the pop-up will appear. In that pop-up they will ask to repair or delete. Be careful about that on that time when the Trojan virus has been detected by antivirus, and they will ask about delete or repair. If you have clicked on the delete, what happened? The file or folder which affected with this virus will delete the entire file or folder, not deleting only the virus of itself. Delete entire files and folders. If you are clicking on repair, then the file and folder will be kept there in your computer system as well as the data. Only the system will be repaired and the virus will be deleted. A Trojan horse spreads through infected emails, spams, careless downloading. Normally it will spread through the infected emails, spams, careless downloading, as well as whenever you are sharing your file with the pen drive or mobile. Through that, the file which is affected with the Trojan horse will carry from one system to another system. It can also enter a system through unsecure network, that is sharing. A Trojan horse enters a computer system because a user install it under the wrong impression that it is a useful program. Normally, people are thinking that files or folders or the program which have no virus, because they don't know. People are normally not aware about that which files or folder or program having the virus, until or unless the antivirus will not scan that particular storage device. Okay. Next is a spyware. Spyware is a computer program that secretly gather information about the user and relay it to advertisers and other interested parties. Spyware are that program which can enter to your computer system, and they will get your vital information or all the information which are available in your computer system or the mobile. They will get it and send it to the admin or the people who are made the program of that spyware, right? And send it to them, that information. Spyware are normally entered to the computer system through the external devices or through the internet, and that information will be shared whenever it will connected with the internet, right? It is also known as spy boot or tracking software, used for the spying and tracking of your system. A spyware works without the user's consent by tracking their internet behavior and activity. All the activities which you are doing on the mobile or the computer system, whenever connected with the internet, they will get the activity, what kind of activity you are doing on the computer system. The user downloads something from the internet. The users who download on the internet whatever, through that they can enter to the computer system. When the users click some option in a pop-up window that appears with browsing, whenever you are downloading, on that time some advertisement type of tabs will appear. Whenever you are clicking to download, automatically it will appears in the browsing, and whenever you are click on download, that will be downloaded. Spyware can also ensure a lot of computer memory, making the computer very slow and difficult to work on it. Spyware can consume your computer memory and slow down the computer system. Next is precaution against malware. One of the best precaution against malware is to run an antivirus program. A good antivirus will use to run it, or a software is specially designed to detect and remove spyware, that is Windows Defender, right, which is available in the operating system. You will use that at least once in a week or every time you do web surfing. You can run it either every time or once in a week. That is antivirus or Windows Defender. It will automatically run whenever they will find out the virus. It will scan your computer and give you a list of malware in your computer system. Automatically it will start scanning and show you how many viruses are there in your computer system. At least once in a week you should scan your entire computer system. You can then quarantine or remove these malware. Quarantine is the place in the computer system antivirus folder which can store the suspicious malware, suspicious files for certain times, 10 days, 20 days or 30 days. After that it will automatically remove from that place. To protect your computer system from malware, you should avoid using penetrate software or downloading or running executable file from unreliable sources. Be careful about that whenever you are using any file or folder or software or downloading from unreliable sources. Next is antivirus. Antivirus software is a program designed to detect and remove malicious program. What they are doing, the antivirus, they will repair the program lines or the files when that has been affecting the file with the virus or through the virus, right? And after repairing, it will make your file secure. Why? The following requirements are necessary for an antivirus program to be effective. Things which is required to you to run your antivirus properly to your computer system. It needs to run in the background at all the time. Antivirus should run in background at all the time, like the mobile app which you are using and asking you to run at background. So that's why easily you will get the notification of that particular app. It should be updated regularly so that it recognizes new versions of malicious programs. It should be updated regularly. It should be updated regularly. And after the updating, it will be save your system, because regularly the new kind of malicious programs or viruses comes in society, and they will detect and repair and remove from them. That's it for today. Thank you. This is the 5th part of cyber safety. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for watching my videos. And if you will like this video, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you. Thank you very much.